Back over here this morning, only got about 2.5 hours to work today. Got some things I got to do, get some jobs situated. I want to jump on the 330 here, go over there where I raked with the D6 before I left yesterday, and work on getting those stumps up. I'll come back tomorrow and should have time to finish getting the rest of all those stumps up, and maybe start getting some of those piled up, but probably gonna take all day tomorrow to get all those stumps up. There's still a lot left in the ground. Making my way across the area that I raked here with the dozer yesterday, and getting these stumps plucked out. And the windrow over here, I need to dig a couple more out over there. That way I don't accidentally cover any up when I lay these over there. But it's working really good. It's splitting them up for the most part, most of them. Getting them a little smaller. But that right over there is pretty much where I've got to stop clearing at. It's going to take a day to get all the stuff raked up, put in a pile. There's a lot of stuff here. Bumpy yesterday on the dozer. I think the cutter man got a little eye on some of these stumps here. Boy, they were beating the crap out of me. You can't see them in all the weeds there, trying to push all the brush and sticks up. You have to go slow and take your time, but you see how much brush and sticks that I raked up, so it was definitely worth it to do all that. That just helps get a cleaner product. So much doesn't get mixed in. A lot of this will get raked out when I rake over it, but trying to dig up stumps with that much stuff on the ground is a bit aggravating. That one into 3 pieces. That'll burn a lot faster. It's hard to dig up little. Like right here, I got like a little 3 or 4 inch stump. It's hard to dig it up with this. You kind of gotta just scoop it, shear it off there. Hopefully I push that back far enough. Didn't cover up any stumps. Somewhere right here. All the brush is pretty much already right here, so no need to have to move it too much farther. So I'm happy with the progress I made for the time that I had here to work today. I come down there, made a pass all the way down to where I stopped braking yesterday and got about, I don't know, a third of the way back up. So I can come over here tomorrow, finish that up, come all the way back down that side and finish raking that, and should be able to get everything stumped, where all I have to do is start stacking up brush. But it's nice to let this stuff lay out here for a little bit and dry out. So be back here tomorrow. Another morning. Let's get the 330 fired up, go over there and dig up some more stumps. So I only worked about 2.5 hours yesterday. Got a fair amount of stumps dug up. Hope to get the rest of them dug up today. Making good progress this morning, running up this edge that I started on stumping yesterday, and I'll be up here at the road shortly, make one more pass, and that should get me all the way to the line right there, and then I'll have to do some more raking down there before I can finish stumping. Or I may just go ahead and rake that. I need to get on the 220 and stack some of that bigger brush up down there to get it out of the way. I may go ahead and do that. That way I can get in there with the dozer a little bit better. There's a big old tree that has fallen down, and it's kind of hard to work around. I might have to go over there with this and break it up a little bit. It's a big old red oak poplar tree or something. I can't tell. But it's been dead and fell over, but it's about 3 foot right here. It's got so much bark and pine straw over top of it. Some of them disappear in the ground, but all in all, I do pretty good. I get majority of them. If any of them I miss, it's normally when I windrow the brush. I don't push the brush back far enough and cover up one or two. And then I find them when I stack everything up. But everything that I've raked so far, which is probably 2 acres, I'd only missed 3. So we'll count that as a win. Definitely happy with my stumper investment. It has done a good job. I have dug up a lot of stumps with it. That and a big machine behind it. Stumps. I had to get out and take a picture. You forget when you have a bigger machine that stuff doesn't look as big. That's still probably a 8,000 pound log. I didn't know it was supposed to rain today, but it's just enough to be annoying. I got everything stumped over there. Actually, I just put the bucket back on the excavator, raked through a couple dirt piles over there to see if there was any hidden stumps. Don't see anything, so I'm going to jump on the 220 now and start stacking some of this brush up into a pile. So finally, the rain has let up. These stumps are going to sit up here a little while longer. They're still pretty wet. That clay's still in them pretty bad. I'll sit out here for another day or so in the sunshine, and that should really help out over the weekend. I want it like those other ones where I pretty much pick them up and drop them and all the dirt comes off. That's what I'm hoping for. They burn a lot better when they don't have a lot of dirt on them. That way you don't have to sit there and kind of keep restacking everything. So I'm burning everything in piles on this one because there's going to be stuff built out here, and I can't dig a burn pit out here. The fact is, you can't build a house over top of it. So I'll do that, and then we'll figure out what I'm doing with the ashes, whether I'm going to dig a hole over there and bury them or spread them out over the cutover. Got options on that. May have to do a barn pad, so if I need dirt, I'll probably go over there in the cutover and dig a hole, and then just bury all this stuff to fill the hole back in, and use the good dirt to build the pad. Yeah, I'll let this stuff sit over the weekend and dry out a little bit more. It'll clean up a lot better. Throw a few over here just to stockpile them there beside the pile. And kind of pick through it. And I'll get on the dozer next week when I come back. Push all that stuff over here. That'll kind of roll it around and clean it up a little better too. Ideally, you want it to kind of look like this right here. There's just a few little clods of dirt on there, and by the time you pick it up, throw it a time or two, cleans right up. Right there. Stack all that dry brush up, and then I can take all that and push it right here, and I may do another one over there, or just add it all together. I'll figure that out once I get going here. Might just do one maybe like right here. I can grab all this stuff and put it in the pile. I think that's what I'm going to do. And I can very easily take the dozer and shove all that down here. So I'll put all this stuff that I raked up here in the center, and then put all the stumps on top of it. That way it'll get a nice hot fire going in there. Stumps that had been piled up for a couple weeks. Clean up a little better. Mix some of these in. Very time consuming. Gotta keep it all clean. Definitely couldn't grind or chip anything like this, so don't don't really have too many options without sitting here cleaning it all. Working my way around this pile and getting some more stuff piled up. I gotta work about another hour and then go over there and check on another project. I think I need some more equipment over here. Well, I went around that pile right there and grabbed everything that I could and stacked it on that. I'll come back here next week after it sits over the weekend, take the dozer and push all that where I can grab it. I went over there and started another pile over there. Like I said, I grabbed everything that I could. I just need to push it closer with the dozer, but I want those stumps to lay out there and dry out some more. They're still pretty gooey and clay there, but that sun will work on it over the weekend, and a few pushes and drops and they should be nice and clean and ready to go into the burn pile. I tried picking up that big log right there that I laid up there with the 330, but the 220 it wouldn't have no part of it, so I might have to come over here with that and try to get it up there in the pile so it'll burn a little bit better. And I went through there and raked through some more of that stuff, so making good progress. Hopefully when I come back out here I can get all this stuff pushed up and into piles and finish that little corner right there, rake over all this, and then he wants me to go up there by the road and dig up a few stumps down the road frontage all the way down from here all the way to the wood line over there to have a nice little path in there. So I'll probably work on that and then get started on the pond down there. A lot of clearing and dirt work to do down there.